Welcome to our Job Seeker Prep Series that will help you build winning resumes and sharpen your interview skills. This series is brought to you by Pacific Mountain Workforce Development Council. In Part 6 of our series, Building Winning Resumes, you will learn all about writing cover letters and letters of interest. Writing a resume can be hard enough for job seekers, but then an employer may also ask for a cover letter as well. This can create a lot of anxiety for the applicant. So why do employers want to see a letter? Number 1. Some recruiters use it as a screening tool. If a job seeker truly wants to work for a company, then he or she will make the extra effort to write a cover letter. If someone is just applying to many open positions, they may not take the extra time. Larger companies can receive hundreds or thousands of applications for a single job, so this helps to narrow the applicant pool. It can be used as a test for following directions. When we ask for a targeted resume, a cover letter, and 3 references, but the candidate misses 1 or 2 of the documents, then perhaps this is an indication that the person can't follow directions. Many recruiters will disqualify them at this stage. Number 3. Cover letters can be used as writing samples. If the position requires strong writing skills, we may ask for a cover letter so that we can see the level of skill in written communication. Number 4. The employer can gauge the applicant's true interest in working for them. The best cover letters are almost written as a love letter to the company, stating why the job seeker wants to work for the company, what he or she respects or values about the organization and its mission, and how their experience can benefit or add value in fulfilling the mission. So what is the difference between a cover letter and a letter of interest? Back in the days before online application systems, your cover letter literally covered your resume in the envelope and introduced you to the company and the position you were applying for. Today, the name has stuck, but it really is your chance to make a connection from your experience to the qualifications, as well as explain your interest in the company and the job. Traditionally, a letter of interest is used to introduce yourself to a company when there is no position posted. For example, if you are seeking to relocate to a new city and want to inquire about positions that may meet your qualifications, you can send a letter of interest with your resume. The idea is very similar, and today the terms cover letter and letter of interest are often used interchangeably. If you are asked to submit a cover letter or letter of interest, assume the recruiter is asking for the following. The letter should include these elements: your address and contact information and the business address, the date. The best salutation will include an actual name. When possible, try to reach out to the company directly to inquire who the hiring manager is, as well as the proper spelling of his or her name. If that is not possible, you can try to find the name of their human resource manager on LinkedIn, or simply address the letter to Dear Hiring Manager. The last resort is To Whom It May Concern, which is more appropriate for a letter of interest to inquire about job prospects. Next is your introduction, starting with how you heard about the job and why you are interested. The best letters grab the attention of the reader, perhaps with a hook, such as a brief story about how you became interested in the career field. Be memorable for the right reasons. This is your opportunity to explain why you are passionate about the career field, their mission, or the job. This can set you apart as a top candidate. In the body of the letter, only 2 to 3 paragraphs is where we expect you to tell us how your experience will make you a great fit, meeting our qualifications. Finally, make sure to close your letter, thanking the reader for their time and consideration. This is also the time to ask for the opportunity to speak with them about the job. The most common closing is sincerely. If you are transitioning out of the military, V/R, the abbreviation for very respectfully, is not a common business closure. Want to know the number 1 mistake applicants make in their cover letters? Summarizing their resumes. We can read your resume, so give us something more special in your letter. As we mentioned before, tell us a little about your story. The second biggest mistake is sending the same letter to all companies. Writing a unique letter for each job will help you reach your reader. Remember, it's almost like a love letter to the company about why their values match your values. Imagine how someone you loved would respond if you sent them a love letter that wasn't tailored to him or her, but was a generic, one-size-fits-all letter. When possible, be resourceful and try to find the name of the person reviewing the application, either by making a phone call to the company to inquire, visiting the company website, or looking up staff through LinkedIn. When visiting their website or Glassdoor.com, do some research on the company, their mission and values, and recent accomplishments. Determine if this is a company you really want to work for and why. Let them know in your letter, and make it easy to read using 11 or 12-point font. Keeping the letter to one page will make it more likely to be read. There are some things not to do in a cover letter, including avoiding trite sayings such as, "If you are seeking an amazing manager, look no further." Avoid a generic letter and make sure it is in a separate document titled your name, the position, company, and cover letter. Most importantly, make sure that you get the correct spelling of the reader's name in order to make a good impression. It is best to avoid using a prefix, such as Mr. or Ms., and simply write Dear Janet Smith. However, if you choose to do so, avoid Mrs., as most women today prefer MS for Ms. Be sure of the gender for names that are ambiguous before selecting a prefix. We hope this video helps you write your next cover letter or letter of interest. Please visit our YouTube channel for more videos in our series.